A wrong time ago, God invented NASCAR, and he invented the rate models. Anyway, welcome to Five Flags Speedway here. For the late model, I'm going to kind of pull up some info here. I haven't looked at this track before. It looks like it is shorter than a mile. So short kings always win. I'm going to pull up the qualifying results here. Only 15 cars. One will be race control. So first was Wesley Lynch. Second, Sean Signor. Third, Andrew Teth. Fourth, Alex Gates. Fifth, Troy Thomas. Sixth, Truth Hoke. Seventh, Jesse Fox. Eighth, Barry Nelson. Ninth, Daryl Zakelli. 10th, Ron DeMullen. 11th, Brandon Puffenbarger. 12th, Kinsley Smith. 13th, Christopher Pugliese. 14th, JB Harrison. And 15th is Blake Davis. I haven't driven the late models. I haven't really driven much. I drove a lot of the Chicago street course. I liked it. I've actually gotten decent at road courses. Besides, nosing it into the wall twice because my graphics card in my sim rig is dying. So I got to get a new one. Ordered a 3080 Ti like I have in this rig upstairs because it's got one bad port on it, so everything else goes bad on it. I just kind of got done with it. So I'll be selling that. This sucks. Waiting for these guys to pull off. There's 65% fuel load, 160 laps here for this race. Don't think there's any official manufacturers for the late models, and there's not. I think it's just late models in general. I think the closest late model track to me is in Kingsport, Tennessee. I think. Let's look up late model tracks. These are super late models. Excuse me. Looks like it's a mix between Lonesome Pine. There's a couple Kingsport, Speedway. One of those two over there. There's a couple around us. Henderson Motorsports. That's a race team. That's not an actual business. I don't know why that's there. You see the pace car pull off this time by 160 laps. I need to actually look up how much horsepower do these late models have. I had to buy the car. Joys of being a broadcaster. As the green flag is in the air, we are back underway here. What do the late models have for horsepower? Because I have absolutely zero clue. All right, super late models, if I can type. They have 550 base horsepower, a OEM cast iron V8, 4-speed manual transmission. Everybody else is pretty either. We got some people up in that high line there. The 24 and the 34 back here. This is the... Oh, there he goes. I had a feeling he was going to get into him, and that will bring out a caution. I actually kept it relatively straight. I had a feeling that was going to happen there. It was just... It's too much. That's not Andrew Teff. That's the wrong one. Let me go to the yellow flag. It's the 24, so it's Ryan DeMullen. And... He got... Trying to arch the corner, and the 24 got him. I don't know who the 24 is, though. Who is the 24? It's not JB. It's not Blake. No, it's Blake Davis who got into him there. I don't think this is any ill intent, either. I think it's just... It's got in too deep. Yeah, it looks like he just got him there. I mean, he didn't go in there and tear him apart as Puffenbarger will come down pit road. That's surprising. So that's a little bit of an early pit stop, I think. I wouldn't have pitted here. It looks like lights will go off on the pace car next time by. 160 laps. This is a less than half a mile track, so it's pretty much like Bristol, just super flat. Yes, the lights have gone off there. I can hear it now. Kick that off the plane. As pace car will pull in here, so the Dodge or SRT will take the green flag here. As looks like everybody gets away pretty cleanly. No one really gets too deep into the corner. I thought we'd see somebody plow each other, but looks like they do good. The 21 of Daryl Zucchelli. I'm thinking that's somebody's hand up at the window for some reason. I don't know. It doesn't look like these cars have too big of a tire. It looks like it's really more of the Xfinity tire more than anything else. I don't know how the tire wear is on them. It looks like they're pretty fun to handle, as the 24 is involved in another incident, and I think they're trying to wreck each other. Oh. Hold on, wait. Hold on. Okay, no. I thought they were going to wreck each other there for a minute. That's Blake Davis's second incident, and I don't. Let's look at the 88s with Lisa's view. Go from a chase camera. So 24 is running his line. He's coming. So what I think is happening is this 21. I wish I could draw on this. Actually, see if I can draw. He's trying to come down, and let me see if I can actually. I want to be able to draw on this. I don't think I can, but what I'm trying to get is, so that 21, he was loose already. And that 88, he's already in this line. He's thinking maybe this 21 will come back up. He's looking at the 24. The 24 doesn't know that this 21 is about to spin, so he's thinking that the 88 is going to fall down normal. He just comes right across the nose of the 88. I don't think there's any ill intent there from anybody, to be honest with you. I think it's just a big racing incident. Put that as a 300 font logo. It's not the exact logo then. What is the logo? But I think that I don't think there's any ill intent with that. But as I was explaining that, they've actually gone, they've gone back to, 1 to go. As you see, the pace car will pull in here. Wesley Lynch will lead them back to green. Someone is blinking. The green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here. See, that's what is pretty good. Pretty good. We do have some side-by-side race in the 24 and the 21. It looks like we got somebody else up there. Who was that? That was the 55 of Truth Hoke, and the 77, Alex Yates, also going at it here for a little bit. See the fire coming out of the pipes. That means these guys are lifting completely out of the throttle to get down in the braking zone. I wonder if they're using brake. I'm not completely sure. They may be dragging it just a little bit, possibly. Kinsley Smith just ran the fastest lap of 16:59. As up, we got the 196 going down to the inside. That's Barry Nelson. Or if this is a punt factor here, no caution yet. And he was chasing it from the exit of 2. He was high on the exit. He's chasing it down there, still chasing it, locks it down. Barely makes contact. Looks like he'll keep it going, though. Kinsley just ran another fast lap, 16:57 again. Looks like most of these guys are just going to be riding around on the bottom. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what I just saw, but that is one of the... Okay. See, looks like Lynch is losing his lead here a little bit. He's got a 410. He gained it back there. Kind of look at Taft. Looks like Hoke is about to... He's trying to set up this 5 of Signer here. High entry, low exit are really arching that corner, so you can see him. He really arches that. Hoke is going to about get himself past here, though. Not careful enough. Oh, we got somebody. Oh my gosh, Hoke about got turned. And they're wrecking behind. Roy Smith. It's like the 69 of Fox gets involved a little bit, but it kind of started. Nelson wrecked again. Yeah, he did. So this is earlier, and he smoked that thing coming off of 2. Finally got it. But that's didn't bring out the caution. This brought out the caution. So, really no got going on here. Looks like Hoke is up half a lane. Kinsley goes in there shallow, but in the racing surface, and I think it's just the 2 guys meet, and then Kinsley gets hit by the 77. That sends him down into the 3, and the 69 has nowhere to go. 69 is probably actually fine. I don't think it really has any true damage on that. The Wesley and these guys, I don't think they'll go down pit road. I thought I was going to Google. I was going to Google how you draw on OBS. No, Obsidian. Can you draw on Obsidian? What? How to draw on your screen. There it is. The tool. Ah, that's great. Oh, that sucks. It looks like I'm going to need to... Yeah, I'll have to get a plugin for it, because I did want to use that. See, pace car pulls in, and green flag is back in the air. We are back away here, racing again at 5 Flags Speedway. He's a 3 here. Troy Thomas looks like he's going to get up under Dumoulin up there in that high line. He is way out of the way, and he puts himself in the wall, and he gets ran over from behind by Nelson. That'll bring a caution out here. Dumoulin got really loose off of 4. That car was dancing around everywhere. Actually went way too far back there. I don't know. He got up in the marbles up there, and it did not get off his tires. And I don't know what that did. That's weird right there. I don't understand what happened right there in that. We're going to look back at that, see what happened to him, because I don't think that was normal. Yeah, I guess he just lost sense of where he was. I mean, that's literally what I think he did. He just lost sense of where he was, and that's what it appears to be. Actually does a good job of not hitting anything either, too. It's a really good job of doing that. But Fox, Thomas, Puffenbarger, and Dumoulin will all be down pit road. 36 laps into a 160-lap race. Somebody's broken. I can hear somebody dragging somewhere. Somebody's in the dirt. Who's in the dirt? I could hear that was somebody in the dirt. I don't know who it was, but somebody was in there doing some landscaping for free. Also, Amazon Prime Day is going on. Go crazy, white suburban moms. That is going to be interesting for sure. As Sean Signer will be on the outside, Harry Labonte throwback paint scheme. The pace car pulls in here, and green flag is in the air. Wesley gets a pretty good jump on the field. Decent jump on everybody. He just shot out front. Wesley's... Oh, sorry, not Wesley. Yeah, Wesley is barely holding on. Digner's behind him. Gates also riding that other line. Just give me a minute here. See the 21 and the 98. 98 and a 55. Both riding around here. That 5 is looking to the inside of Wesley. Wesley's going to give him the bottom, too. He's not going to come across his nose and cut him off. That 5 he's there. How hard does Wesley race him? Not too hard. The 5 actually gets a little bit too shallow. But it looks like he's able to hold that bottom pretty well. There goes it, starting to step out on him. You got to be careful with that. When it steps out once, it's going to start stepping out even more because those rear tires get heated up, and you can see him. He's wiggling that steering wheel around. Oh, he's playing with that throttle a lot. These two are just going to go at it. Signer will get that position from Wesley. Now the 77 of Gates will try to go to the inside. The 33 is still holding on to that high line. He's going to lose some spots here if he can't get down to the bottom. Still holding on. He is fighting on that outside as much as he can. Now, the one thing that will happen with him is he's not going to be loose. He'll actually be getting tight because he's burning up that right front, so he might be able to fall. He's going to finally fall in behind Hoke. Yes, he needs to do that. Somebody might be going around here. I can hear some tires screeching, but evidently I'm just hearing stuff. But Hoke is always the person that he just slowly works his way up here. He does it every single time. I don't know how he does it, but it's just he keeps slowly creeping up. As we got a caution here. Barry Nelson, he has had a rough night. It's not gone his way. May have got some help. No, he didn't. He just spun it on his own. And turn 4 again. Steps out on him and into the inside wall. That's going to get it good right there. Really got into it. Teft. And it's going to bring some people down pit road. Andrew Teft, Thomas, Puffinbarger, and Nelson will all come down pit road. I need to get login stuff. That's what I was looking for. I think Nelson, he's just had it rough. I mean, there's no way around saying how it's been for him. Will be Sean who will lead them back to green. He's yet to pit. Gates is yet to pit. Lynch is yet to pit. Zakelli has yet to pit. And I think they have 4 sets of tires. That's not the right thing. That is the car information. I believe they have 4 tires here. Hold on. Let's see. They have... Oh, they got 2. Okay, so that's why they're saving tires. So they probably like to split it lap 80 and 80 on that. As we got a quick caution here. Blake Davis and Brandon Puffinbarger. His 24 has been involved in a lot of incidents. What happens to him? He will get ran over. Oh, he just gets rammed in the rear end by the 98. And it looks like Puffinbarger's comes to a complete stop and doesn't hit him. Send Blake Davis back down pit road. Not surprised he's back. Well, that sounds bad. Not surprised he's down pit road. Maybe just damage fix. You're not going to get tires. There's just no need for tires like that. So, Signer and Gates are definitely holding on to their tires as much as they can. Five in the 77 will be this front row. As pace car will be getting ready to pull in. And the green flag is in the air. We are back underway here. The 5 will jump out to a pretty good lead over the 77. They're pretty even all throughout. Looks like everybody's spaced out. They're not really getting too aggressive with each other, and they're being pretty cautious. We're going to go on board here. We're going to do 2 laps with 5 different drivers just to see how these cars are handling. We'll start when the 5 gets back to the start-finish line with Signer here. Leslie got all he can, or got all he could on one of those corners for the lap before, coming off the 4 there. You saw him completely crank that wheel. Not crank that soldier boy, crank the wheel as much as he could. So now to another random driver. Looks like it's Daryl Zucchelli. That thing is plowing tight. He is really shallow. That's why it's tight. Look at how shallow he's entering. He is not arching that corner at all. I get so zoned in on these guys driving, I want to look at their line. Like, I keep thinking this is me in the car when I know it's not. We'll go back to a traditional view now. I see Hokies falling back to 6, actually back where he qualified. 77's kind of hounding that 5. Everybody's around the bottom, just kind of rolling around. Just feeling that right now, possibly. Don't think these guys will be too aggressive. Don't think. Keyword. Five looks like he's up off the bottom just a little bit. Not too far, though. Looks like he's pretty much fine overall. '77 looks like he's going to go high, get out of the way of the 98. So Andrew Teft coming through here. He has fresh tires, too. Got to keep that in mind. Pitted at lap 54. These guys in front of him have not yet pitted. They're going to be a little bit slower than everyone else because of that. Teft get up under Signer. Looks like he will easily get that position. Signer's going to fight him a little bit. He's not going to give it to him. See what he does. Looks like he's going to give it up now. He's going to try to fall in line with the 77 of Gates. Be able to get up there, and a little bit of contact between the two. Gates and Signer get into it a little bit. I think Signer's just trying to fill a hole quickly as he can. Looks like he's not going to get it quite just yet. Still trying to get it. He's going to get railroaded here. He needs to find a way down. Still bleeding spots here. He may fall all the way back to 6th. He just cannot get down. He's. I want to say that he needs to just find a hole somewhere. He's got to find a hole behind us. There he is. He needs to tuck in somewhere. He's going to find a spot. If he can just find that one little spot, he'll be able to do it. The 77 looks like he may have missed a corner here, possibly. He's way up high. What is that? That's not right. He'll be able to still just roll around that bottom. Fall in line. Here the 5's blinking. That is not what you want to see. If you're that car behind him, it's going to get you really, really nervous. And I mean incredibly nervous because of that. When you cannot see that car in front of you, you're basically saying, oh, here we go. I don't know where this guy is. Hopefully I just don't run into the back of him is what you do. That will put Teft to the lead, though, as Teft is going to stretch it out a little bit. I don't know. What's going to happen is Fox has gone around, apparently. This is on the front stretch. Loop it coming off of 4 here, possibly. That's what it looks like. And, yep, just loops it all by himself. Coming off of 4. That's pounds inside a wall. Now, here's the question. Do you pit? What do you do pit-wise? Do you come down pit road? Looks like Lynch, Gates, Signer, Hoke, Fox, and Davis will all come down pit road. That's going to be interesting. how this will pan out for him. How is Teft and Troy going to hold these guys off? I don't think they can, to be honest with you, just because of tire difference is going to be pretty big. I don't know. Tire difference is going to be so huge. It's 40 laps. Let me said, I don't know how these tires fall off, though. They couldn't. They maybe might not fall off at all. Lights should go off on the pace car next time by. Nope, this time by they went off. So they'll get the green flag with a little bit more than 60 to go, just over 60. You're watching it like hawks. This car will pull in here, and Teft will get a pretty good jump on the field as they fan out 3 wide behind him, though. See Teft, he's just going to kind of float up the track here. See Signer, and oh, they're 3 wide here. And on the bottom is Lynch. Those two get by Teft. They just blow by him. These two are going to race on the backstretch here. A little bit of contact between the two. They're really going to start wiggling those rear ends. I can see it. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Fresh tires and be racing each other hard. Signer does a little bit of a crossover on Lynch here to get back to the inside. What's happening? Hoke is kind of watching and saying, no, you know, you two just get loose. As there goes Signer almost around. Signer's trying to get all the power down that he can, and it's just not working for him. Look at that. He is fighting that wheel hard. See what Lynch is doing. Lynch is all the way on the apron. Signer, he was really wheeling that thing. He was having that car step out, and I didn't hear a lift either. Basically just stay in the throttle. Five looks like he's finally getting back to the bumper of this 33. What is he going to do when he gets to him is the question. I don't think he'll move him. What is Nelson doing? Nelson's just doing some free mowing down there. Five, he's looking. He's trying to get across the room. He might have got it right there. No. Oh, yeah, he got it. I think he got it here. He's going to give a look to the inside here. Just can't get close enough. He's getting that move. He's a little bit too shallow. He's going to get me close again. He's trying to set it up. I mean, he has tried multiple times. I can see him doing it. This is drawing in Hoke, though, from behind. After 5, it's right. There he goes. Oh, the 33 got loose, chased down the track. Question is, has a 5-try highline pass possibly? I don't know here. Still gonna go at it here, and I wonder if Hoke is just like, hey, you know, you two just beat the tires up. I don't really care what happens. Do the 5, and Hoke get into it a little bit there. Hoke and Signer make a little bit of contact. That's gonna bring the 77 in here. What's the 77 gonna do? Gate's gonna kind of let these guys fight it out. He's gonna fall in behind. Pretty normal arch in there. The 55's getting pinned. He's actually a little bit tight. He's running the 5 up the track. Just the 5 will get in the wall there now. I will lose him one position here. He's going to keep on going. Looks like there's not a lot of damage. A little bit of right front damage on that car. It's what you need, though, the most is that right front. So any damage to it is really bad. How will it go for him? 77's going to try to get to the outside of the 5 now instead. Keep in mind, Teft, he has a set of tires left, but he needs a caution. Lynch is going to be kind of pacing the field now. Teft is about 3 to 4 tenths off pace just because of the fuel, or not fuel, fuel of the tires that he has. Looks like he's actually gotten back by the 77 here. He's just trying to stop his backward slide as much as possible, and it looks like he's done it a little bit. I wonder if he can kind of even out his tires here. He did qualify second. Hoke is up 4 positions. Qualified 6th. Davis is actually the biggest mover of the race. He is up 8, currently running 6th. Been in a lot of incidents today, too, that's for sure. What is that farm on that car? Can't see it. Wish I could see it. He's actually getting tracked down here by the 55 possibly in a minute. Gonna be close. Let's see how this goes. Still we're lurking behind. He may have gotten in the wall there just a little bit. He's got to be careful about that. The 5 is, he's evened out his tires now. Look, he's coming back. They're fighting so hard early on. He's driven that right front hard to where it evens out. It tightens up the car for him. Just had that little bit of right front damage, though. He is hanging that thing out in the corner. He is smashing that throttle. I can see the rear end stepping out on him. Yeah, he's not smooth with the throttle either. I noticed that. He's kind of jabbing it. There he goes again. He is going to wreck this car. He's not going to get away with that much longer with how much that car is going to step out and wreck on him. It's going to be bad. Oh, Hoke is getting loose also. These guys are driving the absolute wheels off this thing. The 5 will get up under Hoke. Maybe a little bit of contact there between the two. Signer will not grab that position completely yet. Hoke will fight back out on the outside. Looks like Hoke will finally give that position to Signer here. Signer going to slide up in front of Hoke. Hoke maybe a little bit of cross remove. Signer defensive line. He will get that second position now. The 9. Where did Puffenbarger come from? He's up to 4th, up 7 positions. He was running right around these lap times of the other guys here. Tef has actually evened out his lap times. The leaders. It's 33. What he needs to do is just put my microphone's hand. He just needs to be smooth overall. Don't be too aggressive. I don't think he really needs to go too hard, and just don't do anything dumb. Is all I'm gonna say. Just be calm and collected. Is all you can really do. Heck yeah, this is gonna be an interesting battle. Puffenbarger is starting to catch these guys. Lap times here, last lap times. That's not what I have wrong. I have the tower up. You see 17, 17, 17, 13. Puffenbarger just blew that corner. I don't know what just happened there. He really missed it. So we got 25 to go here. I know what Tef wants to see is a caution. Tef can get a caution here. That'll save him. Signer and Lynch are matching lap times. And there's not much different. Wesley 17-17, Signer 17-15. That is the fastest of the whole group. Five's going to be running some more lap traffic here. That might, yeah, that's going to hurt his time here. Might allow Hope to kind of draw back in against him. Oh, we got a wreck here, the 5 and the 69. I looked at my other screen for like 2 seconds to turn up volume. And yep. What happened here? So the 69 of Fox, Signer just taps him there, and the 88, hello. 88 got a rear end inspection there. I think that the 5 doesn't expect the 69 to be slow off the corner as he is, and just flips him. 88 checks up, and Hoke, Hoke has no time to react. We'll watch how fast he is. Signer and Lynch are down pit road while we're looking at this. Yeah, I mean, Hoke, this is real time here. So, I mean, actually, I'm going to say he's down pit road. Hoke's down pit road. Gates and Hoke stayed out. Lynch, Signer, Tef, Thomas, Pugliese, Fox, and Dumoulin have all gone down pit road. But this is real time here from Hoke. Well, he also didn't lift, too, but probably just trying to get the 88 off his hood. Really doesn't have that much damage from that either, which is kind of surprising. I believe this will bring them back to green with 16 laps to go, I think, possibly there. I don't know if this is going to work for Hoke. Hoke or Gates, I don't think it will. Let's see how this will go for him. I'm not completely sure how it will. Lights will go off, Pierce. It will be 16 to go when they get the green. The 77 and the 55 are on old tires. The 77 and the 55. Old tires. All fresh tires behind them. Pace car will hold on. Pace car will pull in as green goes in the air. We got a timing issue here. Kelly had one too many wave rounds, evidently, because he should not be the leader. But Hope gets away the 33 and the 5. Fresh tires are going to eat up Hope here in a minute. As you see, the 5 or the 33 will go to the inside. Lynch down on the inside, and Lou Signer almost shifted there. As you see, Signer trying to get back down to the bottom. Teff there is able to balance out his tires. Finally able to get a caution here as they lean on each other. Going off of 4 here. Use each other to turn. Signer going to cross over Teff there. Gives him the inside, crosses him over on exit. Can't get the power down, though, as he's going to wiggle off the corner just a tad. Lynch just ran the fastest lap of the race, 16:47. I need to see if RC is in one of these rooms here, because I think that's what that is. We got a timing issue. Should not be where it is. Kelly is not the race leader. Teff just ran the fastest lap of the race, 16:46. Actually, he tied with Lynch there. Lynch just ran his fastest lap now, 16:45. So that is officially the fastest. But once these tires get some heat in them, they start to get a little bit more grippier, so they can drive in a little bit harder. You can also mess with the brake bias when the tires are fresh. It's going to compensate for that rear end stepping out. Kelly's about to get lapped here. I think he might be slowing down on purpose. I think he's actually down pit road, I believe. He is. Yes, he's slowing down on purpose to fix his timing. Looks like he will let them all by. Okay, that's what he's definitely doing. He's letting them by to get the timing correct. Teff is coming. He's 4/10 behind. Teff, he's gotten within 3/10 now, 6 to go. How aggressive will he be? He's coming. He's gained another 10th there. 10th behind now. Teff is coming. Oh, he's over the bumper of Lynch. A little bit of contact. He saves it, though. Out to the outside goes Teff on Lynch. Lynch will stay on that bottom line. looks like he'll be fighting here. This might drive Signer back into this conversation because of it. Who's still going to race? Signer, will he make it 3 wide if he can find a way around? Lynch is just trying to hold Teft. A little bit of contact there between the two. Teft is trying to not necessarily pinch him down. He's actually giving him a lot of room. But Lynch is just trying to drive away. Teft will be on that outside, though. It's going to kill that right front. Lynch needs to use up all he can on entry. Roll it as much as he can. He can get up higher. But he's not doing it. He's not using up Teft like I thought he would. As it will be, the white flag is in the air one more time around here between Teft and Lynch. Will Signer be another factor here? Lynch will get a good run coming off a 2 down the backstretch. Teft will steal the lead for just a second. It's going to be who can ever get the throttle coming down off of 4. Teft high, Lynch low, and it will be the 33 of Wesley Lynch. Will steal it there from Teft. Signer comes 3rd. Troy Thomas 4th. And Truth Hoke 5th. Down to the burnout there. I'll pull up the race results, bringing the top 3. Bring in Sean at Signer. Ask here if he wants to interview. Oh, there he is. He's in one of the rooms. I didn't see it. Oh, hey, Sean, this is Bryce in the booth. Got a copy, man?
Yeah, I do. How you doing, man?
Man, so you come home 3rd, fall just a little bit short there, but that was interesting towards the end. But, how did the race go for you overall, though, man?
Pretty good. I got around Wesley about 20 laps in, led for a little bit, and just kind of felt like I burnt my stuff off. Needed a caution there for the pit stop. Made my pit stop. Was running, racing Wesley and Andrew there for a while, and felt like I was just as fast as they were. We were all kind of the same speed, so it was hard to get around them at times. But it was a lot of fun fighting them, and came home 3rd. But I'm pretty happy with that.
So how do these cars drive at this track? Because it seemed like it was pretty good. I mean, people were getting a little bit loose, but it seemed like they drove pretty good overall.
Yeah, they drove pretty good. They were pretty loose off the corner, and it was really hard to get that consistent feel. It felt like I did the same thing every lap, and half the times it got loose, and half the times it didn't. But yeah, pretty loose, and they were tight through the center on entry, so it was really hard to pass people, especially on the bottom. The top was pretty good side by side.
So what was going through your head there, the last 10, especially the last 5 laps, seeing Teft and Lynch be side by side?
Well, I was hoping they would get side by side, especially when I let Teft by, and I kind of just wanted to cool my tires off and make a run at them late if they did get side by side. And sure enough, they did. And I kind of was just waiting for them to wreck or waiting for the 33 to get washed up into him or something. There's really not much I could have done there except wreck them both for the win. So if they didn't screw up when they were side by side, I knew I was probably going to finish third. But the chances of that happening are pretty high with short track racing. So, two pretty good drivers, and they ended up not wrecking it. So, some things they don't. Sometimes it doesn't all work out in your favor.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like it was. I'm gonna get interesting there at the end. But before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, I want to thank Andrew and Ellis and the guys that put together all this. They got a pretty cool little thing going, and look forward to working another race with them soon.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. Good job coming home third tonight, man.
Hey, thanks, man. You guys have a great night.
That was Sean Signer, third place driver. We will bring in the second place driver and Andrew Teft. Hey, Andrew, this is Bryce in the booth. Got a copy, man?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, so you qualify third, come home second. You and Lynch went at it there at the end. What was going through your head those last closing laps? Because you and him were not giving each other any room there.
I wasn't sure what tires he had, to be honest. Kind of started to pull away for a second, then his lap times fell off pretty hard. I don't know if his tires just warmed up and slowed down a whole bunch, but I was thinking I'm glad I didn't spin him because I got into him coming off two there on the bottom, trying to cross him over, and that would have really stunk. So yeah, it was a fun finish. I don't think you can ask for more than that.
And so how do these cars drive at this track? Because it seemed like they drove pretty well overall. They didn't do too bad.
Yeah, you could spin the tires coming off the corners and get yourself in trouble, but on entry in the center, they were pretty stable. It was mostly just trying to accelerate off the corners where I think people ran into the most issues. Quite a bit downforce. 3 and 4 is always a little weird because you don't have the line, and the transition off the banking there it kind of fluctuates, so you can find little grooves and stuff to help your car turn. But yeah, just a lot of fun to drive.
It definitely seemed like it was pretty good racing overall. But before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, congrats to Wes, and I want to thank our servicemen and women, everybody that tunes in to watch, shows up to race, friends, family, team. And if you're interested in checking us out, just head on over to racerselite.com. You can find all our information there. Shoot me a message on Discord. You can find a Discord invite right on our website, and we'll get you set up and get you racing. And if you don't mind doing us a favor, hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel homepage. Helps out trying to get to 500, so everyone helps. And I want to apologize to the 4, actually. I got into him earlier too. I got to go back and look at that, see if I just got in too hot or what. But and thanks to you for covering the show.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. Good job coming home second tonight, man.
Thanks.
Andrew Tuff, the second place driver. We will bring in the race winner and Wesley Lynch. Hey, Wesley, this is Bryce in the booth. Got a copy, man?
I got you, buddy.
Man, so you come home with the win. You and Andrew did not let each other go the last 10 laps. Now, what was going through your head right there, man? Because you and him were door to door.
Just a short track racing, man. I mean, you just got to give some to, get some. So it was fun. I think I was able to hold on to my tires a little bit better right there at the very end. But I was just trying to get out, as far as I could in front. But I think I heated my tires up a little bit to where they caught up to me.
So how did these cars, drive overall? Because it seemed like they were loose on exit more than anything else, which is kind of surprising to me.
Yeah, I think once you get about 25, 30 laps and get the heat into the tires, they get a little bit more slick to, where it loosens them up a little bit. I know I washed up quite a few times just trying to burn some laps down, but at the beginning of the run, it was kind of tight. But once the run got going, it got a little bit looser.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like people were getting really loose, and especially a lot of people seemed like they were really aggressive on the throttle. No Signer, he was basically smashing it coming on exit, trying to get as much grip as he could. But what was your kind of you explained a little bit, but what was your approach when you and Tef were going at it? Was it we're just gonna race clean, or were you just gonna race each other hard? What was your race style at that point?
My main thing that I kind of kept in mind was don't give up bottom. If you give up bottom and get pushed outside to the outside, then you know you was pretty much on your own. I didn't want to be leaned on versus having to lean on him if it come down to it.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like people. I mean, I agree with you. Once you got in the high line, you were kind of done. But before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that maybe I'm watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to my BDRM brothers um, over at Skidmark Motorsports. Um, you for broadcasting this tonight, Andrew for putting us on, everybody else that was in the field. It's a fun race, and the fans that tuned in.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. Good job coming home with the win tonight, man.
Yeah, man, appreciate it.
Was Wesley Lynch the race winner? We will go over the finishing order. Wesley Lynch first, second, Andrew Teff third, Sean Signer fourth, Troy Thomas fifth, Truth Hoke sixth, Alex Gates seventh, Daryl Zakelli eighth, Brandon Puffin Barger ninth, Christopher Pugliese 10th, Jesse Fox 11th, Blake Davis 12th, Barry Nelson 13th, Ryan DeMullen 14th, Kinsley Smith, and 15th was J.B. Harrison. Not a bad race overall, though. Pretty good finish there at the end between Teff and Lynch. But I'm not going to keep y'all here any longer. I will let you all go.